I am live, sir. Oh, hell, you were perfect timing, man. That's cool. You can get a race in real quick. How'd you do? Timmy. What's up, Colt? I will try. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. 5,500, big dickin'. Hell yeah. Appreciate it, Timmy. I will need it, man. It's a tough spot. Everybody's fast here. It's not wide open by any means, but it's, I don't know, it's just not a lot of laps on your tires before your tank runs out.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Amen.
For decades, race fans had watched heroes rise and legends fall. The competitors leave their mark on the sport. Few did it quite like Kyle Busch. To some, he was a villain. To others, a hero. To everyone who watched him, he was impossible to ignore. From his earliest days behind the wheel, Busch possessed a rare talent. A driver capable of doing things in a race car that few could even imagine. He raced hard. He raced often. He built a career defined by speed, determination, and an unwillingness to lose. Yet beyond the trophies and championships,
Yeah, there's quite a
was
bit.
man, a husband,
After
a father,
11.
a brother, and a friend. A devoted family man whose impact stretched far beyond the racetrack. This week, the
I
racing
gotcha.
community mourns not only one of its greatest competitors, but one of its own. The loss is felt by teammates, rivals, friends, and millions of fans who grew up watching the driver known simply as Rowdy. Tonight we remember the racer, we honor the champion, and we celebrate the life.
You can see how the fresh tires
the IROC
will
Challenge
really
Series
benefit you
Rowdy
if there's a
188.
really short run.
Next on Track Limits Network. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway, race 13 of season 11, the IROC Challenge Series. I'm
God, the
Steve
car
Sayer,
is
joined
just
in the broadcast booth
very,
by Colt
very
Hansen. Colt, how we
skittish.
doing?
All right, Steve. I think everybody's racing tonight with a heavy heart, but we're here and ready to get this the show on the road.
Practice and qualifying in the books already. In the warm-up session, a few minutes left before we get into our starting grid.
And
and
see,
our
I think
race
you can
session.
defend on that high line for a little while,
Too much on things. We'll get
Probably
right into
most of the
racing
time.
action here tonight. Zach Millett now fastest.
but I think
in
that
this
right front
warm-up.
really suffers because of it.
Majors second quick. Kyle Hardy, Cameron Brownlow, Gavin Hinson, the current top five. Colt, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a fun intermediate racetrack. Can be a little bit tricky. Reports from some of the drivers tonight that the race car builds kind of tight. What's the best way to get around this place?
Oh, Steve, I suck around here, so I don't know that I'm the best person to ask. But yeah, Vegas is a tricky place for sure. Ooh, a little bit of contact as everybody's warming up. That's what the warm-up's for, though.
Yeah, we're dead.
You know, you want to save that right front tire as much as you can. It could be a bit drafty here at
Let's hope
times,
he's
so
gonna come back
lifting
out.
early,
We'll see him.
coasting into the corner, getting
Yeah,
that
let's
right
watch
front
that real
set.
quick.
That's going to be the big key. If you start sliding the right front too much, then you're going to start building tight, and you're going to be slower in the center of the
Yeah,
corner.
I mean, I would have
And
done the same.
The center off speed is really important here.
Before we get too deep into this here, let's take a look at the race details this evening. 188 laps the distance here tonight. Pit road speed limit 50 miles per hour,
Oh, man.
70% fuel
All right, let's
load
switch
tonight.
over to the broadcast,
About
and
13 plus gallons on board. As
after a little
full
bit of
tank,
lineup,
that
we'll
should
switch back.
yield about 36 to 39 laps on a full tank. 5 sets of tires over the wall. That's an interesting number because if they take a set of tires on every stop, that should still leave a set lay-in for a late caution. There's no fast repairs. 3 attempts at a green-white checkered finish here tonight, so we'll see how things play out. But it's going to be a bit of a marathon here tonight. A longer race than originally had been planned. 135 laps was the original scheduled distance. Obviously, the symbolism, I'll get the words out, of the 188. You've got the 18 and then the 8. 2 numbers Kyle Busch pretty famous for.
Yeah, it's so cool to see all these new paint schemes tonight that Chris Wally helped put together with the 8 on the hood, Kyle's signature. Most of the guys have it tonight, and they're representing. You know, I know there's a lot of guys here in the IROC series that work in the industry and knew him personally, and they're racing with heavy hearts, but they're still going to try their hardest tonight. I mean, still a race to win, and that's what he would have wanted. So that's what we're going to do. Also
seeing that they've got Rowdy above the door on all these updated paint schemes as well. That's a nice little touch. We saw a lot of the drivers in the Coke 600 doing the same this week.
Yeah, that was a nice little touch. The door, you know, the only thing that's more personal to a driver besides their number is what goes above their door. And to give up your name, your brand for someone else, whether you loved him or hated him, you still had to respect him, and that's a good sign, a big sign of respect to put his name there.
Well, warm-up session in the books. We're not going to dilly-dally any further here. We're going to get right into the race session here. Again, 188 laps of racing here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Race 13 of the IROC Challenge Series. And it is the Rowdy 188 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Let's get into our starting grid. On the pole position with a lap time of 30.122 seconds, it's the number 24 of Adam Benefiel. I think he should be in the 0 tonight. We'll take a look at that as we get on track. Outside front row, Brian McCann just a bit outside, missed it by 2 1/1000ths of a second. Row number 2, it's the number 31 of Zach Millett, flanked by the 15 of Garrett Johnston. Row 3, right behind Zach Millett, the 6 of TJ Majors with Jason Nilgis. Row 4, it's Mike Koch and Cameron Brownlow. Row 5, it'll be Austin Beers and Steve Durbin. Starting from the 11th position, it's Kyle Campbell. Neil Quick will start 12th. 13th belongs to Christian Strader. Adam Pettit, 14th. The number 93 is Slade Benish, will roll out in the 15th spot. William Tyndall, 16th. 17th is the 17 of Evan Vecchia. Stephen Luttrell will start from the 18th position. Casey Bentz, 19th. Gavin Hinson with the 20th starting position. Devin Aker, 21st.
None?
Matt
I
Mormon,
turn now.
22nd.
Good luck, everybody
In the
else.
23rd spot, Kyle Hardy. 24th, Chuck Sweeting. Kyle White, 25th. Chris Wally, the number 51 here tonight. He'll be 26th. 27th, Doug Wysocki. Carson Quapple back behind the wheel in the 28th spot. Josh Mears, 29th. Brent Butler will start 30th. 31st starter is Chris Harrison. 32nd, Tim Schofield. Chris Quick, 33rd. 34th, Steven Steffen back in action. Shane Huffman will be 35th, and Marty Lindley in the 36th position.
All right.
It does appear that maybe Steffen,
Need a good
Huffman,
points night.
and Lindley will not take the green here tonight for one reason or the next, but they are classified nonetheless. Your starting grid here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Field working the back straightaway here.
We got
One
3
pace lap
races
before
to
we
go
get things
after this
underway.
one, so I protect that points lead as much as possible and not
Race
die.
details in case you missed it. 188 laps. Pit road speed limit of 50 miles
Win or
per
die,
hour.
don't be lame.
Speed, 70% fuel, 36 to 39 laps on a full tank. 5 sets laying over the wall, no fast repairs, and 3 attempts at a green-white checkered finish if necessary. Benefield off turn number 4. Benefield McCann will lead him to green. Pace car about to make the left turn into pit lane. There he goes. We're ready to race here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the Rowdy 188.
Inside lane has a good restart. I don't want to get crazy, but I do want to lead one lap.
And 2. Benefield stretches out just a touch over Brian McCann. Teammate Zach Millett right there in tow. Benefield works up to the top lane into turn number 3.
Could even start there by the front row. Really, first 2 rows is looks like Benefield's going to get away. Good start for him. Able to get through 1 and 2 smoothly. But Zach Millett also with a good start. We talked about that exit speed out of 2. If he was able to carry the momentum and get past Brian McCann, he's already looking to the outside of Benefield now.
Millett was fast in practice, fast in qualifying. Not the fastest, but fast in warm-up as well as he runs down his Team Conti teammate Adam Benefield. Just a half car length off the back bumper into turns 3 and 4 again as we complete lap number 2. Big wiggle there for Benefield.
You can have it.
Millett able to get up underneath and take the air off the spoiler. Will give an opportunity here for the race lead as it crosses the stripe.
That is one fun thing about these B cars is the rear car has a little bit more control over the race.
He'd probably be faster long run anyway, so I'm just happy to get
like
one.
Like you mentioned, take the air off their spoiler, get him loose. Benefield might come back and repay the favor here.
Oh yeah, he's setting him up big
Yeah,
time here in
good.
3. We'll see if Millett can hang on to it. No, he actually drives away. Loose is fast, I guess, as he puts 2 car lengths on Adam.
We got our lap, but I feel pretty happy about that.
There got oh.
Mike Koch spins it through the grass a
People are
little
dead
bit
in
off
that
the
one.
nose of Slade Benish. Caution is out for the first time tonight.
Did you happen to get a look at your temps when you're on track, right after that caution fell?
So very quickly under the yellow flag here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We'll get a better look at it. We just saw a little tire smoke there on the exit of turn 4. And quickly caught the 00 of Mike Koch and Slade Benish coming together. I think Adam Pettit and Devin Aker may have gotten a piece of this as well. Adam Pettit into Mike Koch and sends him into the path of Benish there.
Nowhere for Benish to go.
Oh, Hinson hard through on the throttle there. He comes flying through.
Yeah, I would love
Real
that,
quick,
Timmy.
it's
I
a
really would.
massive
I
amount
really
of net
would.
code from the 35 of Kyle Hardy.
Watch Hinson here, the 39, coming into this. I don't think he just caught it, didn't see it in time, didn't hear it from the spotter, whatever the case may be.
Oh. Almost had it
What
saved.
number
I
is
didn't even see the
Johnston?
96 go around.
Hinson going for a ride here
45
headed towards
maybe?
the inside wall. Straightens it back up and will continue on, or does he get a piece now?
It's only been like 1,000 weeks.
Well, that is a scary
Well, yeah, he
feeling.
had a
You're
packet
sliding towards
loss,
the
he's
wall
saying,
and
or
you
something,
can't
but
get
I...
gripped up, and especially when you hit the paint, it's like hitting grass. You're just kind of along for the ride.
Checking back on the stream chat, already some chatters in there. We got Timmy Hanley, FCR, awesome intro.
I think he almost died.
Thank you for your words. Dave Warmuth in there. Legends are forever. Rest in peace, Kyle Busch. Robbie Adams. Beautiful intro, boys. Onions. Now, let's effing go, Hinson. Wow, the algorithm didn't catch that one. Keep it PG, boys and girls. And then NASRAC Racing Team, great broadcast as always. Thank you guys for checking in, and certainly thanks for watching here tonight.
Well, Steve, you talked about having an extra set of tires, and then about half a dozen people are probably going to have to burn them up because they cooked those tires while sliding. And you, as much
I
as we
wonder
talked
if
about
we
building tight
have
in the long
a
run,
live admin.
you're almost going to have to burn that set of tires now. Otherwise, you're going to be miserable for the second half of this run. I mean, you think back to last week at Bristol with Dale Jr.,
Quaffle,
how much he struggled on that
Quaffle,
first
I
run.
think he
burnt the right
caused
front
it.
tire off. So
All I heard was,
something
sorry, I
these
didn't
guys
know
to
it.
think
We were
about.
3 wide or something.
Looking at it right now, there's a handful, actually a couple of handfuls of drivers
haven't
on
heard
pit
Chris.
lane
I know
here. Nobody
Wally
taking
was having
tires.
connection
Real
issues.
quick,
I don't know if
Adam
we got
Pettit,
anybody.
though,
We,
still in
we
the
might
pit
just be
box,
free
likely
balling
trying to get
tonight.
some repairs made.
Hey, live admin, just kidding. All right.
I'm curious how much damage Neil has. They just pop it right out like it's the old cheat metal. But he got hit by Kyle
Going low.
Hardy, and there was so much net code. It was probably a good half a car length. So I'm curious how much damage he actually received.
Doesn't look too bad from this perspective, and he'll roll off. And I don't think that car went on jacks. Adam Pettit, though, still sits there. He'll roll off as well. Again, iRacing, if you're listening, help out these broadcasters here. Give us some way of finding out exactly how many tire sets each driver has left. Make it so that only the broadcasters would know. There's got to be a way to do it.
Carson Quaffle on pit lane. He might be in for a change of pants though, because he was in the middle of that mess and it nearly took him out. Appears to be a drive-through.
Yeah, it did not stop, so not sure what the situation there is with the 5. Maybe just saying, you know, I'm going to go to the back. This race is a tick longer than what we're used to.
It's like the roles were
Maybe
reversed.
let some of the squirrels take each other out, and I'll pick up some spots the easy way. Robbie Adams says, too soon for tires. Yes, well, yeah, for everybody else, but those drivers that went for a long slide across the start-finish there, that hurts those tires quite a bit. May have seen someone opt for them, but nobody did.
Maybe they got down in the grass and tried to cool them back down. I noticed a lot of guys, especially the ones that slid, got down to the apron on the cool part of the track as soon as possible, so maybe they know something we don't.
Well, we're set for another restart here. Our first restart, first caution of the night here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It'll be Millett and Benefiel on the front row.
Green flag.
I want to leave Adam a little window for some air. Just let me know if I'm not giving enough.
We're going to go silent here for lap 8. Hill across the line, he will lead lap number 8. Benefiel still second. Majors, McCann, and Beers the top 5.
Zach Millett off to a pretty good lead there, but TJ Majors isn't waiting around either. He wants to come up there and get the lead.
So a little excitement early here at Las Vegas, potentially here. TJ Majors now has Zach Millett in his sights. These two have traded paint numerous times this season. We'll see if any of those tensions have calmed themselves in the last
Just
week or so.
lighting the fire, aren't they?
To quote the famous Mike Joy, Steve, race car drivers have memories longer than elephants.
No kidding.
I seem to remember someone wrecking me twice about 5 years ago, and I still haven't forgiven him for it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Majors gets the wall on the exit there, opens the door for Brian McCann.
A little tight there on entry, probably going to slide that right rear as he was trying to correct it. Doesn't seem like he hurt the car too much.
Yeah,
Probably just a little bit of frustration, if anything.
I wanted to
McCann
die.
getting a little loose below him.
We did talk about it in the open. We spoke to a couple of drivers tonight. This fixed setup does
Oh my
tend
God,
to
all those
build
dots are stopped.
tight. Really likes to hurt the right front of the race car, so there may be something.
Dude, that's
on
a
these
quarter of the
drivers'
field,
minds
man.
Here tonight. Make sure that they take care of that
P22
right
and back
front.
are dead,
Put too much wheel into
or
it
at least
unless
stopped.
you absolutely have to.
Caution's out.
And we've got trouble again.
All right, buddy, you had a couple laps by yourself there. How'd it feel?
Adam Pettit, Chris Harrison, and others. Looks like Chuck Sweeting involved.
Oh man, that's a lot of people.
Harrison, hard contact to the inside wall.
Matt Moorman with some damage. Quickly under our second caution. Moorman, a lot of damage. Smoke coming out the back of that machine.
Yeah, our all-star winner looks like he's going to be done for the night. That looks fairly terminal to me.
We may lose a few drivers out of this. Adam Pettit, Chuck Sweeting, Matt Moorman, Chris Harrison, Steve Luttrell, all with mechanical black flags. The dreaded meatball, if you will.
I know it's lap 13, but we've barely done anything.
Smoke coming out the back of the 75 as well. So let's try to get a look, see what happened.
No.
It's coming back to start finish. Does this happen ahead of these guys?
Cars on lap 10.
Looks like it does.
I think you're right.
Get up a
Holy
little
shit,
further
that's a
here.
ton of them.
Yeah, you don't want to be back. Sure, left 13.
He's even ahead of them. Matt Moorman, the first car. And it looks like, is that Quapple? No, that is the 82, it looks like.
Steve Latrobe. Quaffle was right there for a minute.
Yeah, good call. And the back part.
So here's the source incident.
Oh.
Moorman and Vecchia.
They're going to replace tires.
And Moorman overcorrects up into the path of the 82
Right.
machine.
Who was that in the bronze car? They almost
I'm gonna
made
pick
it
the high
through.
line here just so I can
That's
Didn't quite catch the number.
36.
help Adam.
Josh Mears.
Tim Schofield just barely squeaking through.
So pit lane open. We do have some takers. Slade Benish, the first to come down.
Tough start for a handful of these guys. Not all of them are terminal, though. I think some of them will be able to get some damage repaired and get back out there.
He's probably like,
Wally
man,
on
this
pit
guy's
lane.
a suck ass
Wally
tonight.
does drive the 51 typically. Of course, he modifies that 51 with the old Rowdy font.
I never did hear back on any of that ticket stuff.
Good looking car. I don't believe he usually runs a black
I'll
car.
tell you
does he? I
after.
think it's typically
It
white.
was an
Usually
experiment.
is white. Again, black for morning would be my guess. Also, kind of does match that old Exxon paint scheme.
Pick and high.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Rowdy Burns ran the number 51 with that same font.
And,
Steve Luttrell still parked in pit lane in his number 82.
wow, and that's another thing with this restart.
He's
Hopefully,
had a rough go at it the past couple of
He's
weeks.
lagging back
it's tore up pretty good
Oh
in the
yeah,
front
big
end.
time.
and trying to do it. So,
Meanwhile, Dave Warmuth in the chat says, let's go, Steven Luttrell, and then this happens.
go on green.
Says, oh, I should have never said anything.
Well, yeah, we already know that it's not going to make a difference because
Broadcaster's curse extends down to the comments section.
Yeah, I guess.
They won't
I
get a
didn't even
penalty.
read it until after it happened.
but
Can't blame us.
I told Adam when I was going to go, so I'll just stick to it. Whatever he does, he does. Because it's going to be an obvious launch this time, you know, not as much of a wait. So if he goes
Before we go back to
before
green
again,
here, I
I
want to give
mean,
a call here to Brent Butler.
it'll be 2 instances.
He has made some serious
But it's
headway.
early, who cares,
Started
whatever.
30th here tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Right, Timmy? It's early.
I
Already up
believe
to
he was
12th.
right there in that last accident, too. Right next
Unless
to
Adam's
Carson
rolling me,
Waffle.
and then if he
Barely
rolls me,
missed
I'll
it.
try to match it, but we'll see.
Car looks good.
I think the whole field's going to lag back and wait for a disaster here.
So front row, it's going to be Zach Millett and TJ Majors. Millett will opt for the outside on the restart.
I should
Two
push the
cautions
clutch in
early
a little
on.
bit.
See if the two best friends play nice here.
Racing pace car heads to pit road. Arnie the flagman ready to get us back underway. Restart number 2 from
Green
Vegas.
flag.
Little wheel spin out of Majors coming up to speed.
Oh, almost contact with Brian McCann. Majors jumped down to the apron, I guess trying to cut the front straightaway as much as he could.
Okay, almost like Bristol again.
Yeah, that's why I said medium.
TJ recovers quickly here, gets clear of McCann, sets his sights back to the back bumper of that 31 of Zach Millett. 17 laps up on the board. It's Millett,
Dirty
Majors,
air, eh?
Benfield, McCann, and Austin
He
Beers.
sent it in there. He drives it in
Position
pretty deep.
just outside the top 5, Christian Strader and Kyle Campbell. Strader the number 29, Campbell the black 03.
And slots up in front of 29. Trader.
He'll get it here.
Majors is quick right now, Colt. He's really running down Millett. He had it down to less than a tenth of a second off turn number 4, but Zach had a really good exit, carries that speed all the way down into turn number 1.
We had some room there, didn't we? How close was it?
This time closes the gap again here on
Oh, was it?
His major's a little too quick though. Could be burning the right front tire off.
Oh, another wiggle.
Ooh, walking it up the track.
Dirty air definitely going to be a factor here tonight. We did hear that as well from some of the drivers that we spoke to pre-race. Some unnecessary evil, I think, with this B car, but everybody's got to deal with it except for Zach Millett, at least right now.
Well, Steve, it looks to me like Zach Millett has backed the pack up just a little bit, trying to maintain his clean air. TJ's going to look to the inside, but also not burn his tires up either.
Robbie Adams in the chat says TJ is going to be who needs the tires. He's driving like a madman.
Boy, Millett took all the air off of TJ Major's right side into 2.
TJ's trying to give it back there. Side drafts the 31 into turn number 3. Meanwhile, Austin Beers making hay on the outside. He's up at the 3rd spot alongside Brian McCann.
Big wiggle out of the McCann in the 3 car.
Three wide for the 2nd
No,
spot.
he's equal. He must have just been saving.
Beers with the run on the outside. McCann, the slow car at the bottom. He'll lose a couple of spots out of this, but Beers now challenging Zach Millett for the race lead.
I think Millett is still pacing these guys. You see, once he gets a good run, he gets clear of everyone, and then he'll probably accordion everyone back
It's
together.
like deja vu to Darlington.
I don't think he's going even 80% just yet. He's trying to maintain the temperature in his tires. Someone else I want to watch for is Adam Beneville back there. Every restart so far, he's lost 1 or 2 spots. He might be
Yeah, I think you're right.
sleeper for saving
As long as there's not a
tires.
big difference on tires.
Slow early in the run and pick up the speed later on.
Austin Beers about a 10th faster than Zach Millett the previous lap. This time by it
We get
switches.
past that
Millett
halfway
now
on a tank
just over
here,
a
which
10th
we already
quicker than
are.
Austin Beers, so I think you're
I mean,
right.
it's gonna
Cole.
be
kind of backing up
pitting
the
time.
field a little bit. Hammers down for a lap. Takes it easy. Takes the pressure off those tires. Maybe take a little heat out of them if we can.
Well, he's running the bottom pretty much all the way around. He's able to stay out of the gas longer, shorter way around. I mean, just all around you're going to be saving tires. He's not quite aero blocking just yet. But Austin Beers, he's running a little higher up. He's going to be in the throttle longer. Obviously a longer way around, so the tires are going to be touching the racetrack more. More rotations are going to be burned up a little bit more here. So I think Austin's betting that if he can get past Millett and get into that clean air, he could do what Millett's doing to him right now and just control the runs behind him.
That's going to be the key here for anybody who wants to win this
There's-
race.
I left him
You
enough
get
room
to the
there, right?
race lead, you got to do all you
Okay.
can to keep it, because you're at a significant advantage without having to deal with that dirty air. Austin Beers is definitely fast right now, but he's really got his hands full behind the 31. Gets to the inside. Let's go on board with Austin.
This is fun. Just a little higher, but he's back in the gas so much quicker. Building heat back into those tires. Now he gets down to the bottom. He's trying to do what we call the Dover line, where you enter up high or a little bit higher, arc the car down, try to get a straighter exit off. Didn't get a good run that time, but Millett had a good exit out of 4.
There he goes back to the top.
Looks like he's just kind of searching for grip right now. And it's early on, it's the first set of tires. whatever the track's doing now is just going to get exponentially worse or better throughout the night. So you kind of know what direction it's going to head after this first stint.
Comfortable so far, but we'll see.
The top 9 drivers have yet to come to pit road at all. We talked earlier in the race here, 36 to 39 laps on a full.
It's easier, right on stream, isn't it? Everything you need.
Add a handful of laps to that.
I got it over on my left.
To kind of give these guys some better fuel.
What kind of lap time they run?
So
Anything better than us?
How far along in the run, Colt, do you expect these guys to start thinking about green flag stops?
What kind of lap time they running? Anything better than us?
I mean, me, I'm thinking about green flag stops as soon as I realize we're getting into a green flag run, which is probably about 10 to 15 laps in. But I mean, some of these guys, they probably are thinking where their next stop's going to be the moment the green flag drops. Other guys, they're not thinking about it until their spotter says you've got 5 laps of fuel left. So it depends on how much this tire wears. If it's really soft and as abrasive as Vegas is, they could be pitting for tires tonight potentially versus pitting for fuel. But I would imagine these guys, they're going to try to run it out as much as they can. Because as we know, talking to a couple of the drivers, pit road entry under green flag conditions is extremely tricky here.
Gavin Hinson just jumping now into the top 10. Recently got by the 81 of Steve Durbin. Hinson up 10 spots from his 20th place starting position.
Like he's taking it pretty easy, just kind of letting these guys fight in front of him, burn their tires up, and slowly pick them off as they burn their stuff up.
Schrader puts the pressure on Johnston. Well, Johnston wasn't paying attention. Oh, he can't make it stick, though. Might have got the left side just below the white line there, middle of 3 and 4. Had to check up and lift. Now Johnston putting pressure on Carson Quapple for 7th. You want to talk about a big mover? Quapple started 28th. He's up to 7th.
And had a drive-through on that, I believe, first caution, so he restarted from the back again, flying through the field.
Robbie Adams in the chat says, what's the fuel run tonight? Well, we just talked about it, but I'm happy to oblige with
Balance
you.
is still really good.
70% fuel load, expected distance 36 to 39 laps on just over 13 gallons of fuel.
Definitely need to tear off. There's like something dead right in the middle of my
Right
windshield.
about now is where we're going to start to see the tire wear start to kick in. The guys who really burn their stuff up the first 5 laps, they're really going to start fading now. And the guys who've been saving, they're going to start working their way forward. Steve, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing some action showing up here.
Ooh, 27 real loose, middle of third, turn 4 there, had to check up. 35 of Hardy almost ran him over, had to switch lanes, goes to the top now.
I think I want to just go right to empty, but we'll see. See what they do.
Battle for the 19th spot. Check on Chris Wally here, back in the 25th position. Wally, of course, runs this league with some help, certainly. He also handles all these paint schemes. Obviously, a common paint scheme across all these cars. Kind of an ode to the IROC series from back in the day, but changed things up tonight. It's a tribute to Kyle Busch. Put the number 8 logo on the hood of all these race cars, and he's lucky enough to have the 51 all season, so you might as well go ahead and update that as well. Good looking paint scheme tonight.
And Chris Wally, he's back there doing Chris Wally things, just kind of real quiet, doesn't make a lot of noise. Usually by the end of it, as long as he doesn't get caught up in someone else in the mess.
Because of where he is, they should be a little faster. He should be getting like the perfect pull of that draft from that distance.
Attention with Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. Well, you do us a favor. While you check in on the game, when you come back, let us know what the score is. We appreciate that as well.
Jesus. All right.
Zach Millett continues to lead here at Vegas, and now Finally putting some distance back to second place. It's now TJ Majors, though, who's taking it over, as Austin Beers lost that position, is now in danger of losing the
I got it
third
up
spot
anyway.
to Kyle Campbell. You think he just burned that right front off, Colt?
Austin Beers? No, he would never burn the right front tire off. Talk about a good run for Kyle Campbell, though. He's had a rough couple of weeks. Seems like he's been caught up in every other mess that there is. But in the fourth spot right now, looking at third. Probably going to settle in here after Austin Beers gets clear. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's quite nice.
Gonna run it right out.
To just show up and run fourth. He's doing a good job.
Oh, we talked about that with Chris Wally as well. He's running 25th, but it's still very early here. Certainly a lot of attrition can come into play.
Checking out for pace car.
It necessarily will. We'll follow up on Adam Benefield, still back in the 7th
Caution,
position.
Well,
caution.
so what's your strategy, huh?
Save us a little
Oh,
here.
Carson
Ooh,
Quapple.
cool your tires
Oh,
off, get your
big
fans
time
up.
hits.
I wonder it's just because
Heavy
it's clean
damage
air.
on the
You
5
know,
of
I don't know.
Carson Quapple puts us under caution for the 3rd time tonight.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm thinking, how many laps was it? 38? I bet you we're looking
Quapple's
at
just gonna run it through the grass here,
50.
come right to his box.
267, 52.67. That's what it feels like.
Can't see who that is in the.
It's Kyle White in the 13, and I think Jason Nilges.
I believe that was Evan Vecchia that hit him. Not sure if Carson thought he was clear or maybe he could get it rolling again. Didn't realize there was more cars coming behind him.
This may have happened. Was Quapple coming to pit lane, or he was trying to? Yeah, he was trying to come to pit lane, and Nile just runs him over. Jason Nilges, a NASCAR official. Carson Quapple, of course, an O'Reilly Series driver. And no, Kyle White's the one that drilled him.
65.73. Pretty close.
It's like Carson couldn't get the car to completely lock down. Maybe the tires were so hot he was still sliding and had his foot through the floorboard, but
Boy,
I
that
thought
was
he might have hit the apron, but yeah, he was
minty.
coming to pit road. Oh, he did hit the apron and bounced up a little bit.
I don't know if it was just the apron, Colt, or if maybe he realized he was too hot for entry, was kind of aborting the pit.
Oh yeah, he never would have made that. Yeah, Evan Vecchia gets clipped, but man, Kyle White is the one that comes in. I mean, nothing really you can do at that point.
Let's
Oh,
go
it's
to
nice
the
to see.
onboard and listen. No, I think you're right, Colt. He got the apron. He was still turning it left, and it just washed up the racetrack. Whew, what a ride.
I don't think he ever realized
Well,
where he was.
I'd rather have McCann
to
close.
even lock the brakes down. Tough break for Carson Quapple, trying to kind of short
Should I go
pit,
top or bottom here?
get ahead of everyone else, and gets run over
Going
from
top.
behind, unfortunately.
Robbie Adams goes, a NASCAR official running over somebody pitting. Tisk, tisk.
That's going to be an interesting conversation this weekend.
Oh, and Robbie Adams says it's halftime 58-69 OKC. Oh, I thought you were talking about hockey Western Conference Finals. Never mind, not interested. You much of a basketball fan, Colt?
No, not really.
Doesn't do it for me.
More of a baseball fan myself.
Yeah, that's a good point, Tim. Actually, that's a huge point. I just realized what you said about laps led.
College basketball.
I mean, that'd be a
once in
massive
while, but
bonus. It'd be awesome.
It's about where it ends, and it's really only
I think
if Syracuse happens
Adam
to make the
led, I
tournament.
think, a couple,
Does
though.
not happen very often.
But if we can just get close, I mean,
That,
it's been a
that's
good
me
chunk so
if I
far.
watch basketball. It's if the
38,
Rockets
39
make it,
laps so far.
I might watch the finals if they get there. Just for them to lose like they usually do.
Well, we never got to our green flag pit stops. We were just about to, and then Nile just ran over the 5 of Quapple as he hit the bottom of the racetrack, and it just got up a little bit. I also don't think the 88 realized the 5 was coming to pit, so I think it was kind of two storms meeting in the middle.
I'll get back on my
He's the
soapbox
first
about. We had this at the Martinsville podcast we had for the Zero X Strategy series last week, and hand out the window. Pick an animation for a hand out the window. All right, I'll get off my soapbox.
No, I like it. It's a great idea. If they can make Barney wave the flag, they can make the drivers wave their hand.
I think there's 2 different hand gestures you can give to.
Yeah.
Green flag.
Green back in the air. Millett regains the top spot after the pit stops. Beers, McCann, Majors, and Johnston. That position contested with Kyle
I thought he
Campbell.
lost it. Holy shit.
Good restart for Beers to get up in front of McCann, get a good arc.
Hell
and
of a
the 1
flood
and 2
drive
get
right
all
there,
over
man.
back to 31.
Oh, faint to the bottom of the racetrack. I think he expected Millett to be higher up.
Oh, he is
boy,
loose.
Austin Beers
Well,
trying
hell of a
to hang
job,
on. Here
Austin
comes
Beers, man.
McCann and
Jesus.
Majors. Austin able to keep it going down the road straight.
Not switch lanes in a tight race car with these things.
The Beers will slip back now to the 4 spot, maybe 5th if McCann can complete the pass. They're 3 wide off turn number 2 with Johnston on the bottom.
Had a Benefield and Campbell back there trying to figure out which lane to go with. Benefield almost made it 4 wide.
Oh. We didn't do our picks here tonight, Colt, but man. if I
Man,
had
TJ
to
got to be
pick
pretty close to
Austin
wide
Beers
open through
to
3 and 4 there.
steal one
Cut up a
from
bunch.
Zach Millett, there's a chance.
I was just
but he
cracking
almost
throttle.
threw it
He
all
gained a
the way off
bunch.
the nose of Brian McCann.
Yeah, I don't know if McCann's gonna appreciate that one too much.
They both killed?
That was the iRacing gods telling me
Holy
not to talk
shit.
about it.
I didn't even see it. Oh my god, it's
Oh, contact.
Oh, here we go.
we got to go around.
Caution is out. What can we do to try to
Big
help it if we
hits.
do get
Oh
another
my god, that's a
restart?
ton more cars. Holy shit.
Monster crash here. Just past start finish line, headed down into turn number 1. It started with Adam Benefield and Brian McCann, and many others getting collected in this after the fact.
I thought they were going to get away with a fairly harmless spin, but then they came back up into traffic and just nowhere for anyone to go.
Christian Strader tore up. Thought the hood was missing off that thing. I guess it fixed itself.
Dude, there's some crazy
He
wrecks
may
in
park
this
it
race,
here.
isn't
It's not tracking straight. He's going to hit the wall here. He can't get it to
there? No,
turn.
he can't. He really can't.
Strader
He's got
with
the
a
worst luck
mechanical
over
black
here.
flag.
I
Tim
feel for him.
Schofield the same.
It's awful.
Brent Butler, Adam Benefield, Kyle White,
long run
Jason
speed, he's
Nilgis.
One of the fastest.
It's actually from his previous incident with Carson Quapple.
How's Brian's car look?
Rough break for those two. Man, they were fast. Adam Benefield.
Oh
obviously
man, something's been
starting on
done
the
for
pole
sure if it's
tonight.
that bad.
Can stays out on the track here.
So we're racing 1 car right now.
He took some fairly hard hits, but doesn't appear to be any suspension damage.
Well, let's go back and watch it again here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the wrong replay.
They all look the same.
Try it again.
Freaking IROC.
Oh, Benefield goes up to side draft the 3 and just
I think Brian's actually coming down a hair. I think he expected Benefield to be a little bit lower.
kind of a meet in the middle situation.
Hey, what's up, man?
And as the 3 spins around, nose hip checks Benefield, turns him sideways. And at that point, McCann's just got
The
his
whole
eyes
reason
shut
I
and
did it
foot
just to
through the brake
scam
pedal.
another view. I'm just kidding. what a scumbag.
Stop. All 4 wheels still spinning.
You little shyster. You weed
Schofield
whipping
and
fool.
Durbin.
Lewis
I used that today.
81,
I brought you up
Durbin,
today about the weed
They're
whipping.
already hitting each other, and
Here's got another
Yep.
piece. Brent Butler.
Like, them people in Michigan, man,
we
they're
were just
strange.
talking about Brent Butler too, how good of a night he was having.
That's what I said. The Michigan people are a little sketch.
Again,
Oh,
McCann
man.
never got hit that hard.
I'm going to go low here
Oh, insult to
just
injury
because
for
I might
Benefield.
put Johnson a little bit more traffic. Even though we might lose the lead if he gets a good start, but whatever. Go in low here.
Watch it again from the tower here. Yeah, it does look like McCann started to come down. I think he just expected Adam to be a lane lower than he was. But yes, so far the hits haven't been horrible for McCann here. Let's watch it again. Pay close attention. That's a pretty good right front hit from the 81 of Durbin. Then Mears may come in. Another big left rear hit from Butler.
They're right into the rear end housing for.
And then another right front hit in the pit wall. So I don't know.
I don't remember what track it was, but
Definitely got some aero damage for sure.
We felt-
Yeah, there he is.
now.
really strong.
And as for Benefield, the reason he didn't slow down
The first,
is
I don't want to call it a stage, but whatever stint it was. And once we got caught up in some dirty air, it just it affected the car so badly that we were
hook up and spin him back down the track. So
6th, 7th,
when you're spinning
8th
like
place
that,
car.
you don't want to hit the brakes, but unfortunately the wheels never
I want to
hooked up,
protect the
and he
lead
just
as much as possible
backed it
without
into the
being
wall
too
really
aggressive.
hard, and unfortunately was still in traffic.
JD Akers in the chat says, looks like a little bit of both, referring to who came up, who came down. Says the other angle showed him coming up a little, but that angle shows McCann coming down a little. Looks like a little bit of both, honestly. It sometimes happens. It's racing. Trying to occupy the same piece of real estate. Sometimes there's a disagreement.
Yeah, for as wide as Vegas
You know what's
is,
dangerous about that?
mile and a half
We
long.
going green this time, bro?
Not that the
Real estate
restart
market's
zone
down here.
is on anyway,
Waved off the
but
restart
if he
here,
clears
Colton.
all
One
blacks
more
as soon as
time
we cross the
allowed
line,
round, trying to get
no
some
matter
of
what
these
happens, if somebody
wave
switches
arounds
lanes or
caught
does
back
anything,
up.
they're going to clear it. Yeah, I'll have to tell you about an experiment with that.
Pulling off a Kyle Busch restart.
Cole, you're going to be at max speed when the green flag drops.
I know if I'm admin, it's pretty easy to hit the clear all instead of having to right click on an admin. That jazz. Oh, they did.
But Majors back to the
Oh,
front
good
row.
call.
Zach Millett, as per usual, is leading.
Oh shit, I didn't even catch that.
I think it's only been one restart tonight. He was not on the front row. And that was the initial start.
Yeah, that's what it was, because he was passing positions or whatever. Yep.
Well, Colt, here we go again. Majors and Millett, front row start, or restart here for our fourth caution, fourth restart of the night. Millett, the control car. Pace car lights out. We're rolling to turn 3.
Thanks,
They
man.
played nice last time, but they didn't give each other a whole lot of room either. Austin Beers shot out of a cannon pretty much every restart. Nearly wrecked it with Brian McCann last time. Should be interesting.
Yeah, Beers trying to fire off. He almost looks like he's in a modified the way he did that.
He's just warming him up, Steve.
Green flag.
He timed it good. He timed it really good.
They're doing a whole lot of good though on that start.
Millett gets the advantage over TJ Majors. A car length, maybe 2, back to the 6. Off turn number 2. Beers in third. Garrett Johnston quietly working his way up towards the front. Got fourth for now, but Kyle Campbell been fast all night long. Now gets alongside for that position.
They were able to stick the bottom really well there, stay side by side with Johnston.
Here we go. Battle for the lead into turn 1. Oh man, TJ was coming up. I thought they were going to meet in the
Was it
middle.
a self-clear or did I get into him?
Millett going to
Really
try and
high
battle
entry
back.
for the 6.
Oh,
no, not clear.
Here we go again.
Caution, caution.
15 gets involved.
How was your forward drive there towards the end of that little run we just did?
Oh boy, this one will be fun to watch. We knew it was close, but I think TJ had him cleared on corner exit, and there was obviously some contact there after the fact with Zach Millett.
But you have, like, common sense will tell you. You have the
Car looks pretty clean. Let's go back to watch the replay here.
How bad is it, Kyle?
It's already underway. We'll back it up further to get a closer view.
Right that door right here. Not yet.
Don't know if this one's going to tell the story or not. We'll see in a minute, and then we'll try to go on board here with the 31.
See TJ kind of walking it up the track. He's trying to clear himself off the nose of the 31.
Oh, he's not clear.
31 was staying in it, try to stay to the outside.
Okay. I just want to make sure because I.
Look,
And at that point,
like, common fucking, you don't have to hit the fucking brakes. If you're going
I don't know, Colt. I don't like the move by the 31 there. Honestly, I really don't. It's. I know these guys have battled hard all season long, but it's kind of early to not let him go at this point. I know he wants to keep that clean air. Talked about that too.
Well, I mean,
but,
being
I
him,
don't know
I'm
if I
trying to
like
give
that.
him more room than normal. I mean,
if he
we
was
race
probably
tighter than that all the
another
time, and I
foot
just.
closer, I would say
I don't
stay in
even
it,
know.
but,
I don't think I
I mean,
touched
TJ,
him, but
he
maybe
cleared himself for sure.
Trying to
That
watch this
spotter
replay,
did
but it's
not
so
tell him he was
glitchy.
clear.
Okay, so we definitely
Millet's
touched.
thinking if I can
I just
stay to
didn't
the
know if it
outside,
was.
I can side draft him and,
Oh, here's a good
and
angle.
take the air off his door like he did earlier. But as early as it is,
Oh yeah,
if it
okay,
was
not
anyone
clear,
else,
not
I
clear.
would say,
Okay, good.
yeah,
That makes me feel
that
better
was
because that's
not
what it
the
felt
right
like in the
move.
car. But I mean, going
But
back to like Iowa and stuff, I'm
given
like
the
second
history
guessing
between
myself
these
big
two,
time.
I mean,
You
I'm
know?
not surprised.
yeah, I don't.
but even like,
You know, there's certain guys on the racetrack that you're going to give more room to others. These two are not going to give each other any room.
you just, like,
Not sure what happened to
I don't know.
TJ when he bounced off the wall, came down and got Johnson. I don't know if something broke or maybe he was looking for a certain car.
53 of 180.
But then unfortunately, once Millet caught him,
Uh,
you know, when you're in that position, you kind of have to turn left and completely spin the guy. Otherwise, you're going to
going
be
low
in the
here.
wall too. Almost appeared TJ was trying to stay in the wall to not catch anyone else.
Yeah, I mean, he hit the wall
I
pretty
mean,
hard a couple
it was
of
almost
times
a
there, else
perfect
that
pass.
steering's
I
probably
mean,
not
it was
straight
almost
at that point.
perfect.
Trying to correct that car is going to be difficult.
if you're going to slide up in front of somebody, you better be ready to hold on to it. Like,
Just
Well,
zero
the saga
intent.
continues
You know,
between the 31 and the 6.
I mean, it was almost a perfect pass, but
I forget who it was. Somebody made mention to me after a race recently talking about Zach Millet.
No,
TJ
you're good,
Majors,
you're good.
saying, you really think the broadcast is just kind of ginning this up to make it worse
trying
than it
to
is?
get it out of my
Well,
head.
we're up here in the booth. We're not on the
New follow.
racetrack. and you
Thanks,
guys
man.
saw it, so-
Doesn't say
I
TJ
don't
Majors,
think
so.
it does.
Yeah, I would imagine you could
Thanks
cut
for
the
the-
air with
thanks for the
knife-
follow.
with a butter
Appreciate
knife
it.
right now in the Discord room if they're all in there together.
That's the thing. I know, that's the
Yeah,
thing. Like,
it's
whether
a-
it's his
hate to
fault or
believe
mine,
a
I still
Hall of
feel
Fame
awful
level
about it.
spotter cleared himself.
Don't worry, TJ. I'm not going to make a TJ
I hate
sucks
that.
joke.
No,
He's like, I mean, I spend the whole race just trying to not make contact with him, honestly. It's just,
one of the things
God damn
I
it.
certainly like about TJ being here is that he shows up every single week. He's not just here. This isn't a golf game. He's trying to compete. He's trying to win a championship. It's his second or third season now with IROC.
He works hard. He races hard. He's fast. We just called a race win for him a few weeks ago.
Getting ready to go back to green here. I would like to call that a racing deal. If it was 10 laps to go, I would call it just that. But 50 laps in of 188, I don't know if I can call it that.
Green flag.
But either way, green back in the air. Millet and Beers on the front row. We'll see if the 64's got anything for the 31.
Beers might be thinking, seeing what happened to the 6 last time. He might be reconsidering how he wants to pass the 31. Campbell's not hesitating though.
Well, we get another opportunity here, but Campbell's all over the back bumper of the 31. Loosens
Moves
up
him.
Millet, looking for the race lead. Beers is going to try and follow him through. Oh, gets into the back bumper, gets him loosened up.
Campbell said, I'm not scared. Millet's hanging to the high side like he did with Majors.
I'm so sorry, right rear, for what I have done to you.
Millet trying to battle back on the high side. He'll carry that momentum, but what does that do to that right front? You can't do that too long, can you?
No, but Campbell can't do it either because he's got to keep the wheel in it even harder than he normally would. I think he's waiting for Austin Beers to get up to him.
It gets a little squishy after a while.
Zach Millet's going to carry the momentum on the high side.
We're going to try and get Zach Millett here the next opportunity into the broadcast booth. Maybe under the next caution. He did say we could pull him up during green flag. It's just, I don't know if I like doing that to guys, but maybe we will.
Maybe not at this exact moment.
Well, he
He's
said
in the heat of battle.
He did say pre-race, you can pull me up during green. It's fine as long as there's no orange cars around me.
There's not anymore.
Well, and that's unfortunate.
It is. I think that was going to be a good battle. They were both really fast.
I know we like to make light of it here for entertainment purposes.
That's
but
tight.
Man, I want to see these two battle it out legit. Heads up on the racetrack and see who comes out on top without tire smoke. Austin Beers goes to the low side of the track, throws it down, now uses up Millett on corner exit.
There goes my splitter.
Still not enough to get clear of the 31, but he's there still alongside in turn number 3 for the race lead.
Steve, I think that incident with TJ Majors kind of gave the green light to both Austin Beers and Campbell that rough up Millett a little bit. They're not afraid of him. They both have made brazen moves. Austin Beers got loose underneath Millett, kind of slid up into him. I think they're just trying to show that if he can hang to the outside like that, what he did with Majors, then they can do the same thing, and you know, there's not really anything Millett can say or do about it.
Same time, talk about a sleeper. Don't sleep on the 39 of Gavin Hinson. He's up to the 4th position after starting 20th. You know he's been fast here the last handful of races, and it's showing he's got it here tonight as well. Into the top 5 P4, looking down the barrel of Kyle Campbell.
That couple car length gap he's got between him and Campbell, I think that's on purpose. I think he's hearing thunder rolling it up ahead of him, and wants to have plenty of options should another incident occur.
Well, Robbie Adams says it in the chat too. He says, "That's it, boys. Use up those tires."
Right?
Talk about that move early on, though, that Kyle Campbell made on Zach Millett. Got up underneath them. Not only just took the air off of them like we talked about early on in the broadcast, but
It's funny, I spent the entire practice not cutting the apron because I thought it'd burn up tires, but here we are doing it every lap.
That reminds me of back in 2020 when they did the Pro Invitational Series on iRacing, and Timmy Hill just drove in there and moved William Byron. Similar move, didn't quite pay off, though.
62 laps complete here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're going to jump out, get a track limit side-by-side break out of the way. Stay with us. We'll be back after this. Smart Transportation and Smart Logistic Management is your one source for all your shipping needs. 53-foot dry van shipments, auto transport shipments, full-service in-house brokerage, drop-off facilities, just-in-time deliveries to all auto manufacturers, facilities in St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, and Indianapolis, Indiana. Smart Logistics LLC,
All right, good.
proud sponsor of the IROC series. Kyle Stephens,
That's excellent because he had a really good exit off too, and I was second guessing my entrance.
Visit us at smart-logistics.net.
I think we got to stretch it. Wish we had that much in the tank, Timmy. Just run it right out, just to get it. So they didn't put the session up until earlier today, so what little practice I had there, I had to just kind of guess at the fuel mileage. So the first numbers I came out with were all an 80%, and then I opened the session tonight and it was 70. I was like, son of a bitch. Oh, for nothing. The numbers I sent you were right, though. Green, white checkers and stuff, though. I imagine we're just going to fill it every time.
Need insurance coverage that's built for speed? Frank Yea's office in South Charleston has your back. Whether you're blazing down the highway, protecting the home you built, or setting up a legacy for your family, we've got the coverage you need. Auto, home, life, fast, simple, and made for you. Scan the QR code on your screen now to explore all our services and start a free quote today. Lock it in, save it for later, or call us at 304-744-7700 to get started.
Right. Yeah. Expected. He goes really hard at the beginning.
Back in Las Vegas Motor Speedway, 70 laps on the board here. In the Rowdy 188, Zach Millett continues to lead over the 03 of Kyle Campbell. Gavin Hinson up to P3. Austin Beers fourth. Slade Benish in the fifth position. We're going to try and get a word here with the driver, the number 6, TJ Majors, involved in that incident while passing for the race lead with Zach Millett. Was just about clear. A little bit of contact there at the end. We'll see what TJ has to say. TJ, it's Steve and Colt. Track limits.
Now, I hate to say it, I know Timmy's going to hate my guts for it.
TJ, fast race car tonight.
But if these guys get to me and start pressuring,
you had the run there on Zach
just gonna let him go.
Contact was made. I'd like to get your perspective on things.
Yeah, I left Zach room, and Zach didn't get pinched into the fence. Zach hung a left and swiped my bumper and turned me to the outside wall. If it had been on the outside of me, he would have got wedged into the wall there, and we would have wrecked together. But he just hung a left and wrecked me. So that's how Zach races. I can spend the rest of my races racing like that too, so we can do that easily.
Certainly a move we did not expect to see really out of anybody this early on. I think even if he had given you the space and let you be where you were, I think you still would have cleared him into the next corner for the race lead as it was. Is that kind of how you saw it?
Yeah, I wasn't going to pinch him into the wall. I was going to give him...
Who's that, Timmy?
I had him cleared, and I moved him up enough to where he was either going to lift or make an aggressive move.
Oh, really? Did they interview him or something?
Brush the wall, like I said. He didn't even hit the wall or anything, so it's not like he got pinched into the fence. He hung a left on purpose and just hooked me.
Oh,
so that's
geez.
why he got so slow on the track, too, is because he knows what he's doing. He's, 14,000 I-rating guy that doesn't do anything else during the days. That's how he wants to race, so I can dedicate the rest of my race to not
Unreal.
racing and just wrecking, and I can handle my own business.
All right, TJ. Well, thanks for coming up to talk to us here. We'll move you to race control if that's what you're looking for. Is that good?
Yeah, it's all good. Yep, appreciate it.
That was a drive-in, wasn't it? Oh.
TJ Majors, that's his side of the story. If we get a caution here, we're going to try and have a chat here with Zach Millett.
Yeah, Major was shitting on me on the broadcast, huh?
TJ's pretty confident in what he sees. He's called enough of these from the roof. You know what it looks like.
That's really what he thinks, huh?
Look at it, Colt. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with TJ. As far
Clean?
as Millett hooking a left, I know why he did it, and I understand it. But like, when you're in that situation and you hook someone like that,
Jesus.
you're going to be in the wreck unless you hook a left. And so it's one of those self-preservation things. Now,
So in his head, he thinks I right-reared him.
have to go down with the ship. You caused your wreck. You should be in it. I mean, that's up to debate. But yeah, I mean, just a really tough deal. Already guys who have been had incidents in the past, and
So why would he do that? That's Darlington all over
I
again.
think it was inevitable, and hopefully things get sorted out before it gets even worse.
Is that an I die, you die type situation? While we were talking about that, Gavin Hinson had poked his nose up into the second position alongside Kyle Campbell. Settles back into P3. Steve Durbin in behind. Durbin not on the lead lap. Back to 21st.
fresher set of tires. So I was able to just roll through the top like that.
Ooh, bad exit there. Yeah, you're not kidding.
Just got a note here a while back. Austin Beers may have crashed, but he's still running P4
Super.
here, so maybe a glitch from iRacing.
I believe I saw a little bit of contact with possibly Brian McCann and someone else, but didn't look like a spin. Just kind of they got hooked together and turned down the track, but didn't want to interrupt TJ's interview. McCann obviously back out here just for points, down a few laps, but trying to get all he can get. Same with TJ Majors, just got a notification that he has left his pit box and he's coming out here to collect a few more points.
Or some revenge.
Ooh, I just had a pretty good stutter.
I wasn't going to say the quiet part out loud.
Maybe we'll see a Logano and Kenseth here, or what? I'm not saying I want that, because that's not good for the broadcast, but TJ's a little hot. Austin Beers to pit road. Is this going to start our first cycle of green flag stops for the night?
I think it is. Lap 79.
Certainly looks like a scheduled stop.
Could be pitting a little early, getting his tires hot. Seemed like it kind of fallen back from the leaders anyway, and then that contact with, I believe it was Brian McCann, probably
Come on, back.
heated him up a little more.
Here we go. It's official. Green flag stops underway here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Slade Benish, William Tyndall come to a stop in their pit box. Kyle Hardy, Chris Wally, Evan Vecchia, same story.
I think I still want to stretch it just to have the newer stuff.
Kyle Campbell from P3 off turn number 4. Now it's Millett, Hinson, Johnston, the top 3. Neil Quick up to 4th. Mike Koch to 5th.
Wow, Campbell's got an undercut on his mind. Right up in the back of Zach Millett. Going to see if he can get a good entrance into pit road.
Yeah, what a perfect time to pit. Nobody around us. See if I can screw this up.
Hinson now on pit road. Gavin's having a strong night. Not the greatest qualifying effort. Started back in 20th,
Oh,
but now
what a Nancy.
from the top 5 into his pit box.
What a Nancy.
Almost got the pit wall, but actually positioned himself pretty nicely for pit exit.
Yeah, he had the front brakes locked up and was going straight to the wall. Luckily, he was able to unlock them and get it turned there at the last second. Like you said, put him in a really good position on the pit exit. Zach Millett on pit road looks like.
51.64.
So Garrett Johnston will take over the top spot. Bent's now to 2nd. A 4-tire change for the 31 is Zach Millett.
All right, so we got 2 laps on him. That's good. Gavin's a second back.
Now Bent's will come down.
All right, we lap down at the moment. Should be.
Here's Campbell
That-
line out here. Gonna be
Okay, so we need
they
to
all
make sure we-
pitted in sequential laps,
Let me know when that. Actually, I can see you. Never mind. Just kidding.
3 laps apart.
I don't see anybody going right sides only at this pit stop at this juncture here. It's going to be 4 tires and fuel, I think, for everybody up and down pit road. Colton, I don't see really another opportunity for anyone to opt for 2 tires unless maybe a real late caution.
I don't know that it's so much 2 tires you're looking at, but can you get a good entry and exit, and how much faster is a fresh set of tires compared to an old set of tires? I think that's why Campbell was right up the back of Zach Miller the way he was. So if he got a good pit entry and exit, maybe he could leapfrog him.
Hang on to her, Brian.
There was a time, and I want to say it might have been Charlotte Motor Speedway. I think Brian McCann opted for right sides only late in the race. He went on to win that particular race. The setup that they had that night tended to build tight over the course of the run. Putting just right sides on it actually loosened the car up, and he was lights out fast thereafter. It doesn't last for long, but if you're going to short run to the finish, that might be something that can pay off.
We're officially the lucky
You guys
dog
have practiced
until I
that.
pass this guy.
They may have that in their back pocket.
Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind there. It appears Beards and Campbell have switched places,
Or not.
and they have both leapfrogged
We're good now.
Mode, if I'm looking at my
We're on the lead
data
lap.
correctly.
Millet shown back in P5.
I got the live relative. That's the leader I just passed.
Great stop out of Zach Millet. Not a long time on
Oh, you're good,
the
man.
pit lane, but 14:87 was the time in the box. 43:22 total time on pit road. Actually, that was pretty solid. So whatever time he lost in the box itself.
How aggressive does Zach Miller get here, though? This is the first time he's seen dirty air in, 70 laps. He could be maybe a little flustered from the incident with TJ Majors. Maybe he's got to keep a level head here and not burn the right front of the tire off. Trying to get past Campbell and Beers.
Josh Mears comes to pit lane. Beers from second. Made out quite a while compared to the rest of the field. As it stands right now, we've only got 5 cars still on the lead lap.
What are we doing?
Well, it drafted him way deep to get past Campbell. I think Campbell knows he's got 2 lap older tires here.
Oh,
Austin
Beers
Beers
throwing
with
the block.
Oh, and that upset the balance on Zach Millett's car so much.
What the hell did I do to Austin? Are these guys like watching some like different replay that I just like went backwards on track, killed TJ, and shitbagged their whole team or something?
Oh, in the wall.
Wow, Beers runs the 31 up the fence into the wall. Beers back on throttle.
I'm trying to figure it out here.
Or they were not playing nice.
I don't know if this has anything to do with the TJ Majors incident or not. I don't recall seeing anything really go down between Millet and Austin Beers. Garrett Johnston from the race lead will finally come down and pit. Will yield.
You can't make this up, man.
To the 31.
Johnston was just praying for them two to wreck the whole time.
I mean,
Fortunately, ran out of either tires or fuel.
the thing is, like, I showed down the back, I showed inside, like, as early as possible, like, mid-back, right? So then he pulls down, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe he's pitting, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to fuck him up or whatever. And then he comes up and tries to wall me. It's like, this is gross on them, Timmy, yeah. I mean,
For Goodyear Racing Eagles and
it's
Silver
unreal.
Race Field for the 15 of Garrett Johnston. He'll head back out. Zach Millet takes over the top spot. Kyle
You know what the
Campbell
shitty
into
thing is,
second.
though?
A couple of car lengths off the back bumper.
And
Campbell
you guys
has
can
been
tell me I'm
very
wrong,
fast here
but
tonight.
even if it was clear as day, which in my opinion it was on broadcast, right? Even if it's clear as day, do you think anybody's going to take my word over somebody like TJ Majors or Austin Beers or...
Takes runs when he sees them, but he's not over aggressive. Austin Beers really going to burn his stuff up trying to get back
I'm not paying
to
attention.
the back bumper at Campbell. Did a great job.
Yeah, you're not
saving the
kidding,
car.
dude.
He nearly went to the inside wall.
And the crazy thing is, like, if you watch the replay, like, I didn't do a damn thing.
Speaking of more
Unless
measured
I'm
approach,
missing
just
something,
behind
like,
him.
crazy.
Yep, once again, Gavin Henson. Cool, calm, collected, quiet. But in
Yep.
fourth spot, looking for P3 from the 64.
That's a shitty thing, too, Papa Brown. It's like, that's quite a few cars. I mean,
A little bit of
I've raced
not so much a block, but a fade.
I've raced Austin Beers cleaner than a whistle. That's been one of the most fun cars to race this whole season because he's really fast.
Alongside of him, but
Obviously, Junior's super fast. TJ and I, the start of this race, it was really close. It was really fun.
Vincent takes the spot. Beers will cross over here, trying to.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a dick, but like,
has to lift.
like when we're racing a lot of the top split races, I mean, we're leaning on each other all the time. I mean, it's just, it's not in a disrespectful way, but we're just kind of like, you know, it's fun. We're not turning each other. We're just kind of rubbing doors down the back, or, you know, packing air on the back. I mean, it's fun.
He was trying to will that thing back up.
What we don't do is self-clear, you know.
Another driver we've talked about tonight that was involved in a couple of incidents, but now Slade Bennett up into the 5th position.
Did he say something? Oh, you mean the comment?
That's one thing about these higher attrition races. It lets guys that don't always get a chance to run up into the top 5, whether it be,
I mean, that's basically what he said. I do. Apparently, I sit on iRacing 24/7. If he only knows it's the opposite, I don't get to race nearly as much as I want. I can.
So green flag stops completed here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Zach Millett cycles back to the race lead after some contact with Austin Beers on corner exit. Don't know what that was all about just yet, but either way, 31 maintains his position.
The thing, you know, what's funny too is like, I mean, you guys know me pretty well. I'm the most like critical about myself. Like, I can't even explain like how bad I am about it. Like, if I made a mistake, it'll haunt me the whole week until the next race.
Very solid effort out of the 39 here tonight. 17 positions. Austin Beers running 4th after a 9th place start. Slade Bennett, we just spoke about him a moment ago. He's been involved in a couple incidents tonight, but the car looks pretty square at this point. Running in P5. William Tyndall. Haven't spoke much about the 62 this evening. Runs in the 6th position.
Ginger, what's up, my man?
And once again, quietly, Neil Quick marching his way forward. He runs 7th. Cameron Brownlow in the 8th position. Different paint scheme for Brownlow tonight. Didn't get the right one loaded up. That's okay. Beers on Brownlow. He runs 8th. But Koch, we've seen him around a time or two this evening as well, but still maintaining a top 10 position. And Chris Walling in the 10th position.
That'll happen. Yeah, that'll happen. Can't say I blame him.
Early in the broadcast, Cole. Wally running 25th at the time. He's biding his time, and here he is. Just past halfway here at Las Vegas.
Just entering low that last lap into 1. My right front is hotter than shit.
Johnston going the other way. Started 4th, back to 11th. Again, he was late to the pits. So he does have a little tire advantage right now, but he lost a lot of ground when everybody else had the advantage over him. I still think this race is salvageable. Plenty of time left. They've still got a couple of pit stops left to worry about. Casey Bentz in the 12th position. Started 19th. Kyle Hardy running in the 13th spot. A lot of these guys really flip-flop their qualifying to their running order. Single lap speed doesn't dictate your whole race, I guess. Doug Wysocki running 14th. Vecchia in the 15th spot. He's been involved in a couple of near misses here tonight as well. The car still looks relatively clean. Still on the lead lap, P50. Chris Quick in the 4. 16th.
I'm trying everything I can for a little freaking heat on right rear.
76 of Brent Butler.
Brent Butler's car looks pretty clean, and I believe he was involved in a couple of those incidents as well.
Lap 103, Zach Millett leads. We've had 5 cautions for 16 laps and only 5 lead changes. Millett now finally settling back into a rhythm. He stretched his lead over Kyle Campbell to just under a second.
Campbell knows he's not better than Millet on long run speed. So he's just kind of trying to run his pace, run his laps, not let Millet pull him around the racetrack. That way he doesn't burn his stuff up. And we see how far down Austin Pierce has fallen. Just kind of running his laps, seeing if the race will come to him.
Curious about any damage on the 31. It still
Perfect.
looks pretty clean. It seemed to throw a lot of sparks when him and the 64 got together. Composite bodies seem to be helping out Millet.
Well, it appeared that Beers hit Millet pretty square, and in turn, Millet hit the wall pretty square, so it didn't really hurt the car too much. Beers' car didn't appear to be damaged either. I think it's more of he was a little frustrated and just kind of driving the car too hard.
Thinking I'll go low.
Again, TJ Major is back on the speedway as he clears Kyle Campbell. The next car in line is the 31 of Zach Millet. Will we see more fireworks? Sounds like we might, based on the conversation we had with the 6.
Don't mind me popping some popcorn.
Here we go.
This is
Majors to the outside. Runs Millet all the way down to the apron. He gives him enough room to come back up. I think DJ is just playing the head game now.
He's got a tire advantage. The car doesn't appear too damaged. I think it's more of a your life is in my hands. I can end it at any point. Let's see, my heart's pounding just a little bit.
right.
Got me grinning. The entertainment factor's on kill right now. Oh, a little bit of contact. Just a little.
Kyle Campbell's looking for an escape route right now.
Yeah, exactly. But you see what happened there, Cole? DJ's dumping a whole bunch of dirty air on the 31 here, and it allowed Campbell to close a 9/10 of a second gap in just about a lap and a half.
Oh yeah. And now he's gonna block like crazy. Definitely showing his displeasure, but he's not outright wrecking him. Which is definitely admirable. It's more of a
No,
like
he's
I
not.
said, your life is in my hands.
Yeah, he's not doing anything wrong. I mean, depending on who you ask, but
What the hell is going on here?
Be a fly on the wall at Zach Millet's house right now.
oh, a little contact from Campbell now as well as Millet loses the lead to the 03. I think mission accomplished maybe for TJ Majors here. Oh, Campbell way up
big
the
block.
racetrack. I don't know if that was a block or did he get some contact from TJ incidentally. I didn't catch it right away. And then the 03 lost connection for a moment. That was a hair-raising experience.
Steve, I think that was a block. I think he is trying to get away from
This is insane.
Situation between the 6 and the 31, hoping to build a gap. Because as long as TJ harasses Millet, oh,
There's some harassment. Millet straightens
Millet in
it
the
back
wall.
out. Oh boy. Gavin Hinson takes the second spot in that exchange. I tell you, I know Millet's probably hot under the collar right now, but I think, I don't know, if he's smart, I think he's just going to run this out in P3, take his points and go home.
Was he?
yeah, but do we know Zach Millet?
Well, yeah, about
TJ's
time.
not running away. He's waiting on it appears. I don't think this is over.
No, I don't think it is either. I think this is going to be the story of the night for the rest of the race.
Dive bombs down to the bottom, just getting away from me.
Well, I passed that test.
As mad as TJ is right now, though, I'd imagine he's got the biggest grin on his face right now because, again, he's got a massive tire advantage.
Well, look at, again,
Oh!
I call Zach Millett a friend, but I'm grinning too. I'm sorry, Zach, but
I mean, he wrecked PJ. You got to call a spade, especially if you are friends with him. He's taking all the air off the spoiler right now. You know, Steve, I think back to 2017.
Man, this is really good racing. This is fun.
Sparked their whole rivalry in Martinsville. Chase did not go back out there and just flat out wreck Denny in Phoenix.
Replays never lie, brother.
That he messed up, and it eventually cut Denny Hamlin's tire down and took away his championship hopes.
I plan to, sir.
To know he can't just go out there and straight up wreck the 31. And he put him in a situation where he's uncomfortable enough. No, I think that
I've learned in the big picture, if you're going right, I'm going left.
Somebody
As quick
got
as
on the
possible.
radio and had some words for the 6.
yeah, it's possible. Unfortunately, I don't have the driver chat.
It's not what the wall
turned
said.
on for the broadcast, just because I don't know.
Better.
You'll be hearing
You did.
the whole race, so I don't know.
It'll be an unedited episode of Deadliest Catch. You know, you know.
Oh, wait, no, he's taking tires. Here we go. Oh, boy. All right, well, back in front, Kyle Campbell continues to lead, but Gavin Hinson worked his way up into the second spot with a little assist from TJ Majors. Millett still runs back in P3. Garrett Johnston fourth, Slade Benish fifth. 116 laps complete here for Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And we've got varying opinions in the stream chat. Again, I'm all for opinions, guys. Just try to keep it PG the best that you can. I know I removed one comment already, and it's nothing personal. I'm just trying to not cause a war in here. But so Dave Warmuth was in there, says this is awesome. Evil King, this is great. Got R Pierce 12396. TJ taking no shiitake mushrooms.
All right, Garrett's on fresh tires.
Spotter
He's got
knows where
10
to
lap
go
newer
dirty
tires
here,
than we do.
1,000%. Then Robbie Adams cheering on Gavin Hinson. We can all agree on that. Jimmy Hanley FCR says classy racing. Evil King says strategic racing. So yes, differing opinions, that's a good thing. Certainly high on the entertainment factor. Slade Benish, pit lane.
Well, if it's Craig on the live admin, I'm glad he was paying attention.
Are running right now.
I mean, I would imagine after something like that, you should just basically ride right with him, wait for the next time.
Racing is never over till it's over, as we all know. But I mean, props to Hinson, Campbell, Johnson, great runs.
Yeah, it's going to be the same thing. He served it.
RB Racing says, I've watched the replay multiple times. Certainly looked like TJ tried to clear himself on Millett. And I agree. I think he did try to clear himself.
All right.
Maybe I didn't say it on the broadcast. Maybe I just said it in the off-air part of the show. But this early on in the race, you kind of got to let him go. Because I think TJ would have had him in the next corner anyway. If it was 10 or 15 laps to go, I'd have a different opinion. You know, I'd hold my ground too. And maybe the contact is going to be made, and
Come
that's
down
what the
right
end
here,
result
Danny.
would be.
Hinson reaches pit road.
These guys have had a feud for, I want to say, at least half the season at this point.
As long as I've been watching IROC.
I've been told that Zach has reached out to TJ to try and figure this out. I don't know if that's actually happened, but I trust him.
And I'll say this much, and I would say this to Zach too, because I like Zach Millett and don't like racing around him because he's just too dang fast. But Campbell on pit road, floating it into the pit lane.
Johnston too. Zach Millett's going to follow.
Oh, yeah, he did.
But you know, Steve, you and I talked about it off air.
Yeah.
If it was anyone else, TJ wouldn't have cleared himself like that. If it was anyone else, Zach Millett wouldn't have tried to hang to his outside like that.
And the other side of the coin, and I said this in the off-air part of it as well, is if
Composure.
it was anyone else, I don't think TJ would have had to have cleared himself. I think he would have had enough of a run. I mean, regardless of your opinion on how clean or dirty the 31 raced tonight, he's talented. He's fast. There's no two ways about it. He's one of the harder guys to get around. It's why he's leading the points tonight. So there's a lot of factors involved there. You know, somebody
Almost.
made a comment in the chat about
Sheesh,
this.
that was
The admins
close.
need to take control of this, and I kind of do agree.
Checked
You
up
don't
the
want
whole
this to be
first
the whole
bunch.
show. Real quick. Now in the race lead here as green flag pit stops underway. Casey Benz, Gavin Hinson. The only lead lap cars as Vecchi almost runs over the two as Neil's trying to get it rode up for pit lane.
3 wide between Johnston, Beers, and Hinson. They nearly come together on the front stretch.
Neil got it wound down. He's a little above the speed limit of 50 miles per hour. Let's see if he gets dinged. Let's hope it's accurate, or not accurate for that matter.
Must have had some oversized tires on that car. He rolled at 57, believing he was at 50. If that is accurate.
Shall see.
Running a little slower on exit now.
Dave Warmouth in the chat says it's not dirty, it's just hard-nosed racing. And again, I do agree, but again, time and place in a lot of instances. 50 laps into a 188-lap race. I know it's for the lead, but you kind of got to let him go because he's got you. You know, regroup, come up with a better plan, get him to the next time, you know?
There's an old saying that seems to be lost in racing today, and that is give and take.
100%.
And I'll give TJ credit. Again, I mentioned the Denny Hamlin Chase Elliott feud a while ago, but there was still respect shown by TJ. He didn't have to give him any respect. He could have flat out wrecked him, taken
Yeah,
a
maybe
point
he's not
penalty he was going to get probably
doing it to me. Maybe it's just everybody.
Just
Not
take out
TJ,
Miller,
but
he
Austin.
affected him enough. It took him out of the lead, backed him back down. Still out there on the track. Who knows? I didn't hear no bell, but yeah, just put him in a bad situation. And but
where's he on track?
Points night didn't just flat out wreck him.
Okay.
For no
There's a couple
reason
different orange cars. I wasn't sure.
and destroy, everything that Miller had been doing, even if you think he has the right to it or not.
Through the pit stops, Gavin Hinson is cycled to the race lead. Started 20th. Now in command here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the Rowdy 188, and it has been Rowdy. We're going to step aside, get our final track limit side-by-side break out of the way. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Is this real life? I'm just checking. Is this real life still? Put his number on it or something. That wasn't for position, was it? Just trying trying awfully hard. Copy.
Need insurance coverage that's built for speed? Frank Yea's office in South Charleston has your back. Whether you're blazing down the highway, protecting the home you've built, or setting up a legacy for your family, we've got the coverage you need. Auto, home, life, fast, simple, and made for you. Scan the QR code on your screen now to explore all our services and start a free quote today. Lock it in, save it for later, or call us at 304-744-7700 to get started.
Thing is, I don't even think I can talk to live admin to see like what I could even do, because my luck in this league, like if he just runs beside me again and again and again and does what he did the first time, and I turn him to get rid of the problem, I'd probably get penalty. You know, that's the thing.
Las Vegas Motor Speedway for Rowdy 188, and it certainly has been just that.
Yep.
Al Busch would be proud with the action we've seen here tonight. Gavin Hinson, though, continues to lead. 134 laps in the books here tonight. We've still got another round of pit stops to be concerned with, and we've been under the green flag for quite some time in here, Cole. What does that do to the psyche of everybody out here? We had a bunch of cautions early on, and that has seemed to have quieted things down here. So how does that change the approach in the strategy department?
Honestly, everyone is just going to kind of be in that long run mindset. They're going to be in what we call flow state, where you're just kind of logging laps, almost like when you're driving down the highway and you've been driving for a little while, and then you almost wake up and realize you've been driving for a while, not knowing where you are. Drivers get into a similar state to that, and they'll just run laps, run their own pace. They'll get into a good clean rhythm, like we see Gavin Hinson here as he's working around lap traffic. Lap traffic and other cars around you, that's what throws you off. And I think that's what allowed Hinson to get such a big lead, as well as Garrett Johnson. I mean, we talked about him hitting late on that last cycle. He's working his way back up, but these guys were able to log good, clean laps. But Zach Millett, on the other hand, he got caught up in all that mess with TJ Majors, and kind of threw him off a little bit. He's still being harassed by Campbell for the third position.
Millett,
really got to mess with your head.
Millett and Campbell here on the same tire strategy right now. They both picked at the same time, lap 120. Hinson came down the lap sooner, kind of undercut these guys a bit. And that one lap made a pretty significant difference. He had almost a whole second now over Garrett Johnston. Johnston's starting to cut into it slightly here at just under 9/10. This is the battle to watch right now. Millett and Campbell. Colt Slick Benish still running in that 5th spot. He's having a solid night.
Yeah, he is, just in front of Austin Beers.
Appreciate it, man.
Again, other than the little incidents that he was involved in on track, he's been running a nice, quiet night, and it's paying off for him. Again, you can have your opinions.
What the fuck is happening?
Other spotters and some of the advice you hear, but one thing that I always listen to Freddie Kraft say is the best thing that can happen to you is that nobody sees you and nobody talks about you. That means you stay out of trouble. Obviously, he's talking more for rookie drivers, but
I left him plenty of room, right?
In any series,
am I crazy?
The quieter you are, the less trouble you get in. Usually, the better finish you get, the more respect you earn.
Speaking of drivers, we haven't talked a lot about tonight. Chris Wally, and I think that theory is proving
it must
true
be.
Here. Wally,
it must be. I don't know. Is everybody
really
part of that?
Too much about that 51 car here tonight, other than keep an eye on him because he's a little squirrely. He'll sneak in there and sneak out a top 10, a top 5, sometimes even a win if you let him. Running 10th now behind William Tyndall.
Chris has done a great job tonight. He's been, from the back to the middle of the pack to lead went to the back again, and now he's hanging out in the tail end of the top 10. But top 10's a top 10, especially when you've got 36 cars out there that started the race. And out here vlogging laps, trying to collect a good finish. And, you know, if things fall his way, maybe get him up in the top 5.
Yeah, I guess we could blame that one on the 2.15 safety rating.
About lap 46.
I didn't realize that. I would have freaking went to the wall.
To go. Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Gavin Hinson continuing to log laps with just about a 1-second advantage over Derek Johnston. That's what 1 second looks like at 185 miles an hour.
That's what, 250 feet? Something like that.
Sounds about right. I just hold the microphone.
Fast.
I don't have a calculator.
I have a calculator, doesn't mean I know how to use it.
14 cars still on the lead lap as they run as Gavin Hinson, Garrett Johnston, Kyle Campbell, Zach Millett, Slade Benish, the top 5. Then it's Austin Beers, Mike Koch, Neil Quick, William Tyndall, Chris Wally, the top 10. Then 11th, Cameron Brownlow, Kyle Hardy, Casey Bentz, and 14th is Doug Wysocki. First car 1 lap down is the 17 of Evan Vecchia.
Steve, every time I see that 17 car, I'm looking for Dr. Pepper logos. He's got the perfect coloring of Dr. Pepper. I don't know if it was on purpose, but good blend of colors there.
Yeah, that is pretty spot on, isn't it? A lot of the paint schemes in this IROC Challenge series, though they are relatively common as far as the scheme is concerned, the color schemes tend to represent former NASCAR series drivers' paint schemes. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but just as for example, I think I see Miller Genuine Draft on that one right there.
It helps that there's a number 2 on the side of it as well.
True. Austin Beers, pretty similar to his modified
Yeah, I think he
colors.
sits down.
The number right and all. Brian McCann, should say AC Delco on it. Well, Christian Strader is still in here, but his certainly looks like, no, he's gone. His looks like the Reese's Kevin Harvick scheme.
Such an underrated car.
I agree. Battle for the lead. Or we thought. It's just a connection issue for Gavin Hinson. We thought Garrett Johnston had closed the gap. We saw they swap positions in the timing tower, but no need to alarm everybody.
Trying so hard to pack air, but
a 0.6 of a second advantage over the 15. But it was 0.9 of a second not that long ago. We see Hinson still in the wake, the dirty air of the 81 of Steve Durbin. Durbin not on the lead lap. Back in the 21st position, 18 laps down. Not sure if there's another story developing here between these two as to why he'd be willing or wanting to dump the dirty air on the 39. Certainly not trying to stay on the lead lap by any means, but loses the back end of the car a bit there up the racetrack. Hinson will finally get clear of the 81 and move on past.
That should fall under. Hey, there it is.
The 81's been hanging around the 39 for probably about 10 laps or so.
I was wondering how long that would take to do that. He's already changed the outcome.
I don't know that it was so much he was trying to be in the way. I think he was trying to get back on the lead lap or at least get a lap.
You changed your own outcome, man.
But he was just running his own pace, and you know, he was fast enough to get past the 39 to Gavin Hinson, but not fast enough to run away from him. So, I mean, showing he's 19 laps down, I'm not sure what he would be gaining running in front of Hinson
should have been
there, but
he should have been tired of it 20, 30 laps ago.
Blocking him, just running his own line.
I'll tell you, if I'm Gavin Hinson, I'm squeezing the button off the steering wheel trying to get him out of the way, knowing that Garrett Johnston.
I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, he's changed the outcome of this
the advantage back
by far. We were actually like perfect shape with the whichever pit cycle that was, man. We were golden.
Yeah, Steve Durbin would have 100% been called some names if Gavin Hinson.
Yes, they did.
We're at a switch position, and for all we know,
So what do you think, Garrett Cole? Is this an attempt at the undercut here for Austin Beers?
yeah, Steve, I think undercut's been the name of the game all night long. We saw it with, I believe, that first round of green flag pit stops, but Austin Beers sitting stationary. Austin Possibly a pit road violation.
Can't believe we're only 3 seconds behind the leader after all this shit.
Damage to be repaired. I don't know why he spent the time to fix it under green. Crossing your fingers for a caution. He'll go a lap down here. Hinson rockets past him. Here's leaves pit lane here on the apron through 1 and 2. Oh, big wiggle for him on exit. Keeps it below.
Is this real life?
that
I mean, what's
blend
happening?
line.
Oh, I can feel it. Yeah, my track
here
bar
we
is
go.
about 11 o'clock.
Oh my good. Oh!
Come on.
Well then,
No caution.
no yellow. But if you're going to wreck a guy, don't wreck yourself.
I did give you the bottom. I mean, we know what you did earlier, too. It is what it is at this point. Nothing's going to be done about it.
So Millet with some left rear damage from that impact just a moment ago. Ripped the back TV panel off the race car.
Easy on out too.
So this is, again, Austin spent an extra 10 seconds on pit lane, 10, 11 seconds. I'm wondering if he was trying to line himself up here to be rejoining the track with 31. So just a moment ago.
I got one wheel hopping mid-corner. It's going to be a handful.
Went up to the back bumper of the 31. Give him a little nudge. He gets crossed up himself.
Dude, I know he harassed Millet early on in the race, but that to me looked like Austin had such a good run on the bottom with fresh tires, and Millet didn't leave a whole lane.
Jesus, man. I mean, he'd be the
You can
only
see
one
the
that's not,
64
apparently.
Slow up considerably. Maybe upset the balance of the car. Fresh tires, but cold tires still don't handle very well.
Got the whole
Robbie
TJ
Adams
Mafia
says,
after me,
"Here's
apparently.
the Bowman Gray native? I do not believe so. He is the 2025 Wayland Tour Modified Champion."
I mean, we pretty much got to
I don't know,
third
Cole.
base tonight.
It's easy to kind of lend your thinking into the way that he was trying to run down Millet just based on their interactions laps ago. But
I wish it was
he
just
did
the
have
tip.
a good run. He did have fresh
Man.
tires. We're at that point where tires matter as we're late in this run again. Millet cycles to the race lead. He's still wiggling that car trying to see what's going on here.
Yeah, you can see the rear end is towed out a decent amount. Something's bent in that rear end housing. Right front damage probably isn't helping. It's pushing in the front and kind of trying to spin out from underneath them in the rear. I think Millet right now has just got to drive it till either he wrecks it or runs it out of fuel.
Oh, he's battling it here big time.
Oh, Hansen 3 wide for the lead.
Yeah, Henson
Or it
made
could
his
be the
pit
lead.
stop. That's to get his lap back. Whitecock running in the second position, about 4 seconds back, but he'll come to pit lane now. Millet will need to pit as well. Real quick, will cycle to the second position. Chris Wally will come down off of turn 4.
I gotta run it out because my
That was pretty smooth.
It's so
victory
broken.
For, Mike Koch there on the pit road. Kind of sliding along.
I don't
that
know if I'll
white
be able to
line.
run that last stint without wrecking.
Right on the edge of grip. That's what you got to do here at Vegas.
32 laps or so left before this one's all said and done. This could be the last pit stop for a lot of these guys. 32, I believe it was the least. No, 36 to 39 laps on a tank of fuel. So this is going to be good to go for just about everybody.
It's like a next gen with like +6, -12.
So Millet in a beaten and battered race car here, somehow still out in front. 6.6 seconds the lead over Neil Quick.
Will they say
Will
something
he
funny
get
on
a pit
broadcast?
stop here before this one's over, and will he come down now? No, he'll stay out another time.
Copy,
but
copy.
He is really fighting that race car pack. Let's go on board and watch the steering on
Yeah,
this.
this is gonna be bad.
Yeah, he's almost a full second slower than Quick right now.
Get some.
Millet might need to go run
Get
some
some, baby.
after this.
You know what the thing is? I've seen him run dirt. He hates it.
Get
He's
some.
really good at it.
Oh,
Here we go. Trying to get her woed down.
Whew.
I don't know if he got there.
Whew.
So Neil Quick will take over the race lead.
I have 8.5 minutes.
saw Becky a dart to the left there. He was like, just get away from me. Steve, I'm not so sure he was trying to get on the pit road that time, but the back end of the car stepped
It might
out
turn
and
into
went
one,
on
that's
pit
what I'm
road.
afraid
So
of.
he's like, well, that's where you want to go.
What are my tires looking like?
I would imagine he's got at least 6 minutes of damage.
Oh, shit.
Stick around
That'd be
for it.
cool.
Takes off. Dave Warmuth says that wasn't on purpose. Speed difference is huge there. I don't think Beers was expecting him to be that slow. It's possible. I mean, Austin had fresh tires compared to Millett. He's out there on old stuff.
I'm fucked.
Like
It's
I
even
said,
worse
just
than
based on their
tires.
previous interaction, the mind just tends to go there.
I think I would agree with Dave there. I mean, he was trying to wrap the bottom. I've been in a similar situation, trying to pass someone, and it just feels like they're stopped in the middle of the track, and you try to lift just enough to let them go, or to get them up out of the way. Obviously, they're going to have less grip, so they're going to slide up the track, whereas you just point the
We
car
led most laps,
go
didn't we?
straight. But I mean, you could see if we were at a shorter track, you would have seen the brake rotors glow red. But you could see the 64 slow up. It wasn't like he was just running him over. And then when he got loose, the car just snapped around. He wasn't aiming for the 31, albeit if he was trying to wreck someone on purpose. But covering his tracks, he sure fooled me.
Neil Quick continues to lead. He's got full 10 seconds back to Garrett Johnston in second. Casey Bentz runs third. Then it's Gavin Hinson, Kyle Campbell, the top five. Slade Benish, Mike Koch, William Tyndall. That's your top 8. The only lead lap cars right now.
You know what's really
They're gonna
fucked
have
up?
to make a stop here soon as Vecchia jumps up to the back bumper of
I'm getting
Neil,
used to it.
One of his laps back.
It feels like a fucking sprint car.
I think Neil Quick right now is just betting on caution. That's really his only play.
Warmuth makes a good point here in the chat too. He says
We're getting used to it,
modifieds
boys.
don't really fall off that much. That's 100% true. Millett got a piece of the wall there a minute ago off turn number 2 as he runs down the 11th position. Real quick will come down.
It ran out of tires or ran out of fuel to open for a caution.
Casey Bentz leaving his pit stall. He'll be all good to go to the finish with 25 laps remaining.
See, Zach Millett might be slapping the right rear of his car against the wall, trying to straighten it back out, as yawed out as it is.
He's still battling that thing significantly. Garrett Johnston was able to leapfrog the 39 of Hinson. Johnston came down to pit at lap 150. Gavin Hinson was lap 152. Did I say Hinson twice there? Garrett Johnston was lap 150. Hinson was 152. So Johnston able to leapfrog him. A little undercut there for the 15. He's got 1.2 back to the 39. We'll see if Gavin can run him down. Again, these 2-lap newer tires, not going to show themselves yet, but later through this run, if we stay green to the end, I don't know, Cole, you think Gavin's going to catch him?
He's closing a little bit. I've been watching the relative, and he's been picking up a little bit of time. He's just far enough away that dirty air hasn't quite started to affect him yet. Johnson's got a handful of cars ahead of him, about half a straightaway ahead, that they may come into play as far as dirty air is concerned once he gets there.
Are we the last car on the lead lap?
So now 10 cars on the lead lap. Zach Millett, the last car on the lead lap in 10th. 9th is Chris Wally. Kyle Hardy,
Okay.
8th.
So we got nothing to lose here. I just got to make it last until the finish.
Position. Mike Koch in the 5th spot. Slade Benish is 4th. Kyle Campbell 3rd. Hinson and Johnston.
He's right
2nd
on me.
And race
He's
lead.
only 3 off me.
Hinson is definitely.
I mean, they're a half-second faster lap.
And relatively fast.
But they got 4 tires on the track compared to my 3.
Is going to start affecting him now. As wild as the blocks we've seen tonight, though, how nice do they play together? Seems to be a relatively clean race between the top 3 amongst each other. I don't think we're going to see the level of aggression we saw with Millet, Majors, and Beers, but I don't know. These guys usually are running behind Millet, and you know, a lot of the really, really fast guys. They're all hungry for a win.
Hinson's got it down to just over 0.6 of a second now. He's cut that lead in half, and not a lot of time. Still 20 laps to go.
Are they battling for the win?
Black cars with pressure tires.
They're pretty close, aren't they?
That's Neil Quick.
Oh shit, I can lose one more spot.
Second car in line, but
God damn it.
gonna
No,
affect the leaders.
quick. I don't want to lose another spot.
Definitely
I'm P10 right now. Shit, I'm dying loose. Yeah, he's gonna get me. 2 seconds a lap faster, it is what it is.
Real quick, trying to get a lap back here. Quick sits 11th. He's got much fresher tires. Came down to lap 163. Tom
Garrett Johnson is
Janikowski
thinking.
making an appearance in the chat, waving the checkered flag. Not quite, Tom. We got 18 laps.
Garrett Johnson is thinking now that Neil Quick has got past him, and I believe it's Josh Mears who's about to pass him. If you're going to get in front of me, get away fast. Don't be dumping all that dirty air on me.
All right, now I'm absolutely the last person lead lap, right?
Hinson's got it down to just under half a second now. 17 laps to go at the line. Johnson's going to cross over Mears here. That's exactly what you were just saying, Cole. He doesn't want to have to do this. He wants to get him out of the picture.
Yeah, if I'm Johnson, I don't know that I would have crossed it over there and tried to battle. I would have let the 36 clear because he would have gained another probably 4 or 5 car lengths down the back straightaway. By the end of the next lap. Yeah, by the end of the next lap, that would translate to enough to where that dirty air will stop affecting him.
And now you look at the other side of the coin. Now Hinson's close enough. I think dirty air will start to affect him. So he's going to have to find other methods.
Where do you guys want me?
Different lane to kind of run down the 15 here at Johnston. And not to say that he can't do it.
Copy.
He's going to be quick all night long.
Where does Kyle Campbell sit in all this? I mean, he's sitting a second back.
He's got the newest tires of all 3 of them. Came down to 153. Hinson was 152. Johnston 150. Top 2 guys get battling. Campbell's going to be right in the thick of this.
Another, if you know, you know, but I'm going to change up a little bit. I love when a race comes together.
100%.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Going down a lap here to Johnston. Bill still showing in 11th. Heavy damage on the 31 after contact with Austin Beers.
What do you think is more red, Steve? The red on Zach Millet's car or the vision that he's seeing right now?
Let me know what our lap times look like if I can stay close.
Twitch chat and said something to the effect of "don't wreck." So I might disappear from him.
That's not nice.
Fuck.
Looking at the lap times between Johnston and Hinson. Johnston just about 400ths of a second faster than Hinson the last time across the line. I would say that means Hinson's got probably a better car right now because he's in dirty air. He's able to maintain pace with the race leader. He's got it down to just over 0.2 of a second. There you see it. Hinson swaps lanes, goes to the top side of the racetrack, trying to put a little more air on the nose of the number 39.
Also trying to aero block just a little bit. Probably playing into Henson's hands.
Might be the first time a
He might
P12
want
gets
to
an
get
interview.
up top and get the car wound up a little bit, see if he can't build some momentum. And Campbell is just sitting back there, foaming at the mouth.
Because they're all in the same
These two to
Discord
get
together.
side by side.
Yeah, they're all best buddies. TJ, it's the TJ Mafia.
Anyone's race here in this top three, the Slade Bennett.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
Ways back,
But when he
15
roughed me up the
seconds
first time
back.
for no reason, that
Don't know what
was
could happen. If the top
evidence
three get
enough.
Together, something happens. Gotta run all the laps.
I mean, it's like going lap to lap
In
trying to
position
figure out who
for
the
a
hell's going to
solid
try to wreck
finish
me.
here tonight, but you never know. Anything could happen.
And I think
Based on,
9 out of 10 people would have just turned left and hooked
how
TJ
hard
the first time he
everyone's
did what he was
fought for
doing.
the law of averages says we might not be done yet.
Henson drove it in pretty hard there to turns 1
Russell, I
and 2.
might need your
Closed the
magic for a
gap, but on
thumbnail.
exit, Johnston drives away. Just under 3/10.
I want him
less
with
than 10 to
tears.
go.
Maybe a teddy bear. Excuse me, a teddy fucking bear. Yeah, because I think the wreck or whatever will be the thumbnail, and then maybe you can Photoshop
Show
a
that he's there, even if he doesn't have
crying
position on him. Just anything
TJ
to
in the
keep
window, that'd be
15
kinda funny.
from looking out of that windshield.
Gotta tell you here, Cole, also Kyle Campbell, fastest on the racetrack last lap, 31.97, and the leader's 32.04 and a 32.02.
1000% teddy bear. Teddy Bale.
These two, the 15
Teddy
and the
Bale.
39,
I was saying
they
it
are
wrong. You
affecting
gotta put
each
some
other more than you
W's in
realize.
there. Teddy Bale. Teddy
They're having
fucking
to
Bale.
switch lanes. They're not running their own racing line right now. Campbell is still in a position where he can run his own line.
What's the back of my car look like? Is there anything there?
Here's effectively nose to tail now. Top three.
Jesus. Just-
Henson can get there. He gets to about just about 2/10 of a second. Now gets a
It-
little
have-
under on
are you in the
exit.
cockpit?
Campbell gets
Ride the cockpit and look at the
wall
wheel
off
every
four.
lap.
See what that does to the lap times across the stripe. But I was just going to say that Henson can't seem to break that bubble, but there he is. Sticks the nose to the inside for the race lead. On Garrett Johnston, can't keep it there. Will settle back in behind out of turn number 2. 7 laps to go.
That time was real bad.
Henson
Now,
was a
Johnston
tenth and a
is
half
in-
quicker the last time.
I just don't want a meatball.
If Johnson
How much time
was
we got
in
out the
maintain
back?
mode,
8,
he is
9
now
seconds to
going
Doug?
attack. As soon as someone makes a move on you like that, you've got to go.
We're very
go.
lucky that there was a lot of wrecks here because we're still going to
You can
get
only
hopefully a
block so
P12.
much. You can only arrow block so much before someone's going to make a dive bomb move. We've seen that multiple times tonight.
Henson still
Really
faster
want
than
Gavin to
last
win
time,
this. It'd be
but
better
Johnston
for
gets
us in
back
points.
to car length. Some lap traffic ahead. Josh Mears.
Gavin's hungry
coming
too. I
into
think
the
he could do
picture.
it. He's got 2 lap pressure tires.
Curious how much damage Campbell has on his car.
Still
I know you were
faster
thinking
than the
about that,
leader
Timmy.
last time
That's
by.
what I'm thinking. Be just a few more points, but I'll take every point we can get.
Even after turning Vegas into a quad oval.
Teddy fucking
Slower
Bale.
this time.
What Mears is in a no-win situation right now.
Mears running in 16th.
Damn, I did lose
Really
fastest
trying to
lap.
Jump up in front of the 36.
Ooh, Jesus.
Try to put a car between you two.
Ooh, Jesus. Stop.
Mears being behind Henson there really loosened him up. 4 to go. Campbell's closing in on 39 now. Might be a battle for a second. Johnson's going to love to see this.
Just can't even barely get to wide open.
One more lap car ahead of him. What is he?
Chris Quick, running red number 4. He's way up to the top here, across the start-finish line.
Not the best spot for Johnston to catch him. Quick does a good job just jumping out of the way. I I think Campbell knows if he starts fighting Hinson, the race is
Big
over.
picture, Timmy. You're right,
Johnson's
man.
gonna win.
You are right.
He's got to time his
I'm
run.
gonna stay ahead of Doug here and get every point I can get.
Or just be patient and wait and see if they can't get back up to Garrett Johnson in the 15.
Goes quick into the wall off turn 4. 2 laps to go here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's been a very long green flag run since about lap 49. We've been under green flag as Hinson drives it deep into turns 1 and 2. Throws another haymaker at the 15, but doesn't stick long enough to stay there. 3/10 plus the advantage for the 15 down the backstretch into turn number 3.
Johnson's just a little bit better on corner entry. I think that's why Hinson is throwing it in so hard in corner. Sorry, Johnson's so good on corner exit. That's why Hinson is throwing it so deep.
Last lap from Las Vegas. Garrett Johnston's got a mile and a half to hold on.
Remember, we had a 50-point window per race.
Hinson there again. Drives it real deep to the bottom of the racetrack. Slides up but tucks in behind the 15 out of turn number 2. Into the wall. Give it all he's got. That might do it for Johnston. Johnston's going to drive away. 3/10 again now into turns 3
Well,
and 4
that one
for
feels
the final
stolen.
time. Johnston started back in the 4th position. Will continue on off turn number 4, looking for the checkered flag, and there
God,
it
there's dead bodies
waves.
everywhere.
Garrett Johnston will win the Rowdy 188. Gavin Hinson will come home in P2. Kyle Campbell 3rd.
Good win, Garrett.
Johnston led 34 laps here tonight, up to the very final lap. Crosses the checkered flag first.
Hey, Rob, you're right.
By the top 3. What a race there at the end.
Try, man.
Robbie
I'm sure
Adams
we'll get
in
an
the
interview,
chat
and I'm
says,
gonna have to
"May
do
Mears step on a Lego in the dark."
even a harder job of doing that. It's the only time a P12 is going to get an interview. How honest?
Hinson tried. I think if he didn't get the wall out of 2, he might have had a shot at it in 3 and 4.
Strong run out of the 39. Started 20th, finishes 2nd. Can't be too upset about that.
Stuff, and nobody takes care of it. It's crazy. Like he, you know, if the admin thought you did something wrong, you didn't do anything wrong.
This was not a fluke either. Albeit, you know, McCann and Beers and a few other guys, Millett, were taken out, but
Right. Yeah, I mean,
Johnston, Hinson, and Campbell,
I don't-
they were
I don't
fast
understand what
tonight
else we could have
on
done.
Just straight up pace. They were great.
Muted celebration
is.
for Garrett Johnston
Yes.
here as he parks it here at start finish.
I did. Yeah.
We'll step aside here. We'll get a quick break on
And
the
when
way
he
and have our
came
top 3
whatever
finishers
time,
available
first, second, or
after
third
this.
time
Stay with
messing with
We'll
us
be
out
right
on
back.
track, there was one time where I checked up to let him go and he just jammed on the brakes and brake checked us. Let me switch microphones real quick. Actually, I don't dare because this thing will frig up.